Nastia, pleasure to meet you.
That's it.
So you have quite the unique role here, and could you tell me first and foremost what you do here?
I just arrived in Iceland, and from beginning I started to look for a job. I was thinking how I can be useful here, and how can I help. I heard there is like a lack of social workers.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I had experience in the social work. I was working with teenagers and with kids, many years. And I was thinking I can be useful also, like with people as well. Very quickly I found a job after 3 weeks, I didn't know where is that, I just applied, that's it. And after 2-3 days, I have to be already at work because new arrivals, Ukrainians, refugees coming here in Bifröst. So we started new project together.
When did this operation start?
With my experience, it was a little bit different because we arrived to France and we know where we're going. Like we have house where to stay. But in refugee in general, if he doesn't have any friends, anybody here, he just arrived in airport. First, what they have to do, they have to go to police and they have to asylum, and then they given 2 weeks, like they stay in the hotel. 2 weeks they have a right, and then after 2 weeks they have to move like normal procedure, like to Bifröst or to another town, but probably it's going first to the like Asbro it can be, or it can be in the post hotel in Reykjavik, like it's first weeks. And after this week, they move into others.
Well, what is the reason that they go to a hotel first? Do you know?
It's like, let's say, probation period.
I see.
2 weeks, they stay and they maybe they're looking for the job, they're looking for apartment by themselves. If they will not find something, they move into another town. Like for the long term. Like here, for example, 3 months for free they can stay. And 3 months, it's like quite enough to find job or accommodation.
There was one thing that I thought was interesting. I went to the restaurant. I noticed the very first person I talked to was a Ukrainian girl who was working behind the till, and obviously feeding people is important. But she had doctor credentials.
Yeah.
Is the Icelandic government working on a process to try and recognize their credentials here?
It's very difficult, as I know. Some diplomas you can to prove here, let's say, in the Iceland, but diploma of the doctor you cannot here. Maybe they will review. I don't know. Let's see in the future, because it's very sad, really. Like very nice, professionals, working, But anyway, people don't care. They want just to, to have a job, to have to start life from zero.
Why did you choose Iceland? Was it because of some kind of family connection?
Actually, because of connection, and I had I was thinking about Canada or Iceland, or maybe another country in Europe, and we just choose Iceland because I think it's the safest place and far away, and you have friends. There is already big support, so and we are not alone.
How have you been treated, would you say, by the Icelandic people here?
I appreciate and wondering how people treating and how they are kind and how they are thinking more about us than themselves, in this moment. It's really, I want to cry when I'm talking about it, really. It's really, really, really big thanks to them. Here I see how they're trying to help people.
Which part of Ukraine are you from? If I remember correctly, you have something in common with the previous person.
Central Ukraine. We are borders with Kharkov, borders with Chernihiv, Kiev, East Center.
Did you see any of the conflict?
Actually, when I wake up, my sister waked me at 6:30 in the morning, 24th of February, and she told me Nastia, war started. I said, what? It's like, what are you talking about? I was like, and this time thinking, what I have to do now? I'm just like slow motion.
Right.
Like you have no idea what to do, And then she's like, let's go to Slovakia, because she's resident of Slovakia and she just arrived for vacation in Ukraine.
Oh,
Imagine, yeah, and we was like, okay, let's go, just like that, And in 1 hour, we packed all our stuff, and my kids, like that, we put all stuff what we had, and that's it. We just we have a car, and we just put all bags in the car, and this was praying only in the road. Nothing will happen with my car, because my car was old,
Right.
So, and in the morning, my dad, he went to the petrol station, he refueled, and full tank, and it was in the morning like 8 o'clock, yeah, it was 8 o'clock, and he come back after 1 hour, because it was big queue,
Right.
really huge queue, and he was just waiting. And then at this point we decided to go to Moldova, and we wanted to again refuel, but it was allowed only 20 liters. So at least we had enough to reach the border, so it was okay.
How were you treated in Moldova? How did they receive you?
Moldova, we just passed by, we went to Romania straight. And in Romania we have friends, okay? So we stay 1 week there in Romania, and from Romania we drive to Slovakia to my sister, and we stayed like 2 days, and from Austria we took a flight. And
We have arrived at the point where you have now come to Iceland. There is a whole network of family and friends and all that stuff that we leave behind, right? When you leave the country. So do you still have people connected to your family or friends or any still in Ukraine?
yeah, I have my parents there. Only because most of the friends, only parents. My friend already here arrived, so she's in Iceland, and my town is safe, but only what it was destroyed, like train station.
Yeah.
It was came on some one rocket came. This only what happened, and till now, thanks God again. I repeat many times that it's okay.
If you have a message to anyone still at home about your situation here,
We need to appreciate our life. We need to live in the moment, and what I realized after this, when it happened, this war, that we cannot plan anything. That's like we can plan for 1 month only.
yeah,
We cannot plan for the more. So we just and we need to appreciate every day, every moment. Whenever we are living, and we have to, thanks God that we are living, that we are have this opportunity, to stay. As I'm talking about myself, to stay in the safe zone. I have my kids, I have my husband, and they are safe. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't know what it was. And my friend, she told that she had saying, imagine before it happens, I had feelings like scary feeling that somebody can enter your home and to do something to you. Whenever I'm going to put my son to sleep, I have this thinking, like somebody can enter into your home and to do something to you.
right.
And I don't know why. And then just after, just like 1 month ago, I realized why I was thinking like that. Maybe just it was sign,
Yeah.
And my friend, I was asking, said, you cannot imagine I had sign. But these things I don't have here. I sleep well. I know my kid is safe, and nobody can enter my house.
Are you planning on going back to Ukraine?
Honestly, I was living in Ukraine last 2 years. Before I was living abroad. I just come back because of the pandemic, and I had small kids, so I come back to my home because it was like crisis. So I come back to Ukraine, and from 23 years old I'm abroad, and I love my Ukraine, I love my country, but feeling even comfortable more than in Spain, unfortunately. Because when you live in long time abroad, it's you have little different mentality. You're changing, and sometimes it's difficult to go back.
Well, I just want to say then, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And it was lovely to help us today, and yeah, very much appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You.